Hey, he did the funny thing again. There are so many he's on this team that do funny things, you've really got to narrow that down. Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about the Astros, and I'm here to talk about Game 47 of the regular season, where the Astros win 12-2 over the Milwaukee Brewers because they are a funny, silly, goofy little team. Don't get me wrong, the past 6 years have been awesome to watch the Astros. Obviously, it's been fantastic watching them just bury opponents into the dirt. That's been fun, because it's fun to watch your team win that many games. This team is just kind of funny. They're just amusing to watch, because they're good, and everyone knows they're good. And now they're just kind of winning games in funny little ways. Mauricio Dubon going from debatably should not be on the roster during spring training to being one of the best hitters on the team is just kind of funny. Watching every team in Major League Baseball, regardless of division, regardless of league, make the same exact decision against the same exact hitter over and over again and not learn even a little bit is just funny. Watching the silly little fellow that poured coffee down his shirt and then still went into the interview do so well that they practically signed over the company to him after said interview in Christian Javier is just funny. It's just funny. And watching the Astros, who on Saturday and Sunday, right, in the final two games against the Oakland A's, put up 5 total runs against maybe the worst pitching staff ever put together in the history of organized baseball, then proceed to put 5 runs up in 5 innings against one of the best pitchers in Major League Baseball in Corbin Burnes is just funny. This team is just entertaining at this point. Not in the traditional ways of being entertaining. Like, you want to talk about how stupid good the Astros offense was tonight? Mauricio Dubon reached 3 times tonight, including his first home run of the season, and he's like the 5th guy you'd bring up when you're talking about the offense tonight. Maybe 5th or 6th. Had a home run tonight, scored a pair of runs, had a pair of walks. Mauricio Dubon was good. Really good. Alex Bregman, pair of base hits tonight. 4 hard hit balls. He was tearing the cover off of it, including an RBI thrown in there. We're going to come back to the 3rd hitter in the lineup. Kyle Tucker had a base hit. That's neat. He also had a walk. That's neat. Jose Abreu had 2 hits tonight. Not too shabby. He's kind of trending in the right direction. That'd be really cool. Corey Julks had 3 hits, including a home run, because why wouldn't he do that? 3 RBI for Corey Julks tonight, by the way. Jake Myers only had 1 hit, but defensively, unreal catch in center field. I've said it before. I would like every hitter in this team to be good, because that's better for the team. I like Chas McCormick an awful lot, and I think he is a bit better than Jake Myers. That being said, both of them being great, where you can just flip-flop them in the outfield all the time, and if one goes down, you just immediately have next man up, that'd be great. Especially since there's some, outfielders that in the next few years are probably not going to be here, cough, cough, either corner. It'd be great if he could be a great outfielder, There is a real possibility you could have potentially 3 Gold Glove caliber outfielders at the same time. Maybe 4, really. I mean, if you get Tucker to stay any length of time, you got Tucker, McCormick, Myers, and Drew Gilbert, who, at this point, the way he is flying through the minors, the way he is playing through all the levels, might make his debut this season. That's just a real possibility we have to deal with. You could have 4 Gold Glove caliber outfielders and just have 1 on the bench. It'd be stupid. Martin Maldonado, speaking of players who I would like to be good, Maldonado had a home run. Maldonado had a pair of base hits tonight. Maldonado had a walk. There's been this weird thing on Twitter and Instagram recently talking about the Maldi hater camp and how, they must be furious right now that Martin Maldonado is having a good stretch. I want to say he's hitting 300 in the past 15 games. And I feel that for some reason I'm put into the Maldonado hate camp. And I'm going to say this on behalf of that group. I don't think you'll find anyone in the hate camp that actually dislikes the person that Martin Maldonado is. They just criticize his hitting and at times his defense. We would like him to be good because he's a great teammate and seems like a good leader and clearly loves the city of Houston. I would love it if Martin Maldonado hit like the past 15 games for the rest of the season. That'd be nothing that I would enjoy more. It's not a hate thing. It's a matter of, hey, this person is not hitting very well right now, and it's fair criticism. And I don't like when fair criticism gets thrown in the hate category, and I just wanted to talk about that. But now, the real storyline of the evening, which is Yordan Alvarez, who had 3 hits tonight and also drew a walk. So he hits a home run early in this game. And then you get to the 6th inning of the game, where the Brewers are only down by 4, it's 5-1, but you can come back in that game. That's not insurmountable. You have a pretty good offense. Anything can happen. So they bring in one of their better relievers, Elvis Paguro, who has been really good this season and entered play with an expected ERA around 3 and actual ERA around 1.82. That's good. Those are good numbers. And I assume the Astros looked at the baseball reference page and went, hey, you were in LA! You're still our child. Because, yeah, the Astros completely destroyed his ERA. He entered, like I said, with a 1.82. He left it with a 4.15. Which is simultaneously sad and also a really good example as to why ERA is not a good statistic for relievers, because one outing like that can happen and then all of a sudden your ERA looks bad even though you've had a good season. It's why it's best to use the peripheral numbers for relievers. That's beside the point. Gives up a run, it's now 6-1 Astros, and the bases are loaded. Now, on one hand, you have one of your better pitchers in the game. On the other hand, he has gotten hit around. And so the Brewers think, all right, we're not stupid. We're not going to leave him in to face Yordan Alvarez. We're not idiots. And they bring in HOU12-MIL2 because mega brain, right? Big brain time, galaxy mind. Brewers, he's a lefty. It took one pitch. It took one pitch to Yordan Alvarez to make that 6-1 game a 10-1 game. No one's learned. No one in the sport of baseball has figured out that it just does not apply to Yordan Alvarez. In fact, at this point, he might be better against lefties than righties. Back the first time this season that the platoon was brought in because, hey, we're not dumb. We're going to beat him with the lefty pitcher, and it didn't work. Like 7 Yordan Alvarez home runs off lefty relievers ago. Right, it was forever ago, practically last season, but that's beside the point. I checked it then, and his OPS was like a point better against lefties than righties. I don't know what it is now, but it's gotta be getting close, and it might actually be better against lefties now, because Yordan Alvarez is not human. He is a cyborg that was sent by the Dodgers, of all people, to us. Thank you again, by the way, Los Angeles, to absolutely pummel everyone in his way. So because I'm a nerd, his batting average and OPS against righties is 270 and 937, and against lefties is 328, 990. You played yourselves. Every last one of you played yourselves. I hope you feel good, because you completely bamboozled yourself. And what's becoming almost a weekly occurrence at this point, which is Yordan Alvarez nuking one off of a lefty reliever brought in to get him out because, hey, platoon advantage. It's just funny. As for the pitching, Christian Javier was quite good. Didn't have the strikeout total that you'd expect because he had 14 swings and misses and only 6 innings of work. But the hard hit stuff was good. Only 4 hard hit balls. Only gave up 1 walk, 1 run. It was on 1 mistake that was a home run. Javi pitched really, really well this evening. Cesar Martinez would give up a run in his long inning of work. It would take him 25 pitches to get through the 7th. He would also give up a pair of hard hit balls. But hey, picked up a pair of strikeouts, and it was kind of garbage time, so you can put that, asterisk next to it because the Yordan thing had happened. Parker Mashinsky is back after being on the IL for a little bit, back with the club, and gave him a perfectly fine inning of work. Only 1 hard hit ball in the inning, didn't give up any runs or walks, picked up a strikeout, again, garbage time, so you can throw that caveat in there, but it was nothing too shabby. And Ryan Stanek comes in the 9th inning, only gave up 1 hard hit ball, no hits, no walks, no runs, and picked himself a strikeout up in the inning. A nice 9th inning for Ryan Stanek, and the Astros dust off an absolute trouncing of the Brewers to now win 8 consecutive games. They are 11-1 over the past 12, and now all of a sudden, the Rangers, who had spent all that time in the first month and a half of the season building up their little lead in the division, now see the Astros breathing down their neck 1 game behind them. So tomorrow night, the Astros will go for their 9th consecutive win, along with their 5th straight series win against the Brewers, 7:40 Eastern, 6:40 Central. The Astros send JP France to the mound as he looks to rebound after what was a shaky start his last time out, and the Brewers will send Colin Ray to the mound. I'll be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have to say. So if you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go Astros.